So let's talk about how the color wheel even came to be, this magical thing that all designers act like is their secret weapon. Do you know it's all thanks to, wait for it, Isaac Newton? Yeah, same guy with the apple and gravity figured out how light splits into colors.
Right, he created the system by breaking light into its spectrum, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and arranged them into, well, a wheel. Designers took this concept and ran with it, using complementary, analogous, and triadic color schemes to create balance and harmony in their designs.
And basically, it's like this cheat sheet for what looks good together. Complementary schemes are about opposites attracting, like red and green. Super trendy during Christmas, but careful, get the wrong shades and it looks tacky.
Exactly. Then you've got analogous, which uses colors that are side by side on the wheel, like blue, teal, and green. It's soothing, easier on the eyes. Triadic is a bit bolder, spacing out colors equally on the wheel, like red, yellow, and blue. It's a classic.
Okay, that's all great on paper or I guess a screen, but you and I both know what you see on your screen is not what you're going to get when you print, like never. Can you explain why that happens?
Yeah, that's additive versus subtractive color theory in action. Monitors and screens like your phone or computer use additive color, combining red, green, and blue light, RGB, to create colors. Printing, on the other hand, is subtractive. It uses cyan, magenta, yellow, and black, CMYK, and reflects light. The two systems just don't, match up naturally.
Which is a fancy way of saying that neon pink crop top you designed, it ain't going to look neon when it's printed unless you know what you're doing.
Exactly. And then there's ink opacity to think about. CMYK printers layer translucent inks. If the colors underneath aren't white or light, they dull down. Spot color, like in screen printing, uses opaque inks, so what you see is what you get, but limited colors.
And that's where you've got to like choose your battles, right? Spot color gives you that vibrancy, but you're stuck with fewer colors. CMYK gives you range, but colors can shift. Every choice has a trade-off.
Right. It comes down to controlling expectations and knowing your tools, ink opacity, base material, and selecting between CMYK or spot colors. It all matters for the end result.
All right, so we've talked about how to make colors work technically, but why do we even care about color in the first place? It's not just, oh, that's pretty, right? There's a whole psychology behind it. You ever notice how red just screams urgency, like sale, sale, sale?
Totally. And it's not just urgency, it's passion, energy, even aggression in some contexts. Brands use it intentionally. And on the flip side, you've got blue, stable, calm, trustworthy. Think of big banks like Chase or even Facebook. They're all about projecting reliability.
Okay, but here's the kicker. When you take that and apply it to apparel, it's more than about feelings. It's strategic. Like you're not going to wear bright yellow to convey trustworthiness in a keynote presentation. Well, unless you want to sell lemonade.
Exactly. That's where color choice meets the personal. Seasonal color analysis is fascinating in this space. Have you heard of it? It's where you analyze skin tones, eye color, and all that to figure out your season, like winter, summer, autumn, or spring.
Oh, for sure. People go so deep with this. I mean, I get it. Wearing colors that work with your like natural tone, you look sharper without even trying. But Mark, let's hear your war story about that client who crushed it with a strategic color choice.
Yeah, this was a pretty wild one. A client in like the fitness wear space wanted to revamp their hoodie lineup. They were struggling to stand out in a super saturated market. We studied trends and layered that with the psychology of bold, vibrant colors like electric orange, colors that popped but also conveyed energy and movement, and black is timeless, tried true, and tested.
And I bet their sales skyrocketed, right?
Oh, absolutely. A 35% increase in online sales after the launch. It turns out activewear buyers, especially millennials and Gen Z, gravitate to statement colors that reflect motion and positivity. They're buying into a mood as much as a product. This trend is something that has been taking over. After all these years, trends change, and some fade, and some come back even stronger.
Which just proves, picking a color isn't random. It's strategy, science, and a little bit of art, I guess. Emotion drives purchases, but the color has to do its job quietly behind the scenes. Speaking of strategy, it's amazing how these psychological underpinnings shape what becomes trendy. One year, it's millennial pink because it feels fresh and playful, and the next, sage green, dominates as a statement of calm and nature.
Yeah, it's fascinating. These trends don't come out of nowhere. They're kind of a reflection of the cultural mood, like society's collective vibe. Millennial pink was soft, reassuring. People wanted comfort. Sage green is all about nature and sustainability, which, let's face it is huge right now.
So you're saying we're basically all trend puppets pulled by the strings of cultural anxieties or whatever.
Well, that's one way to put it, but it's more of a feedback loop. Designers influence trends as well as influencers, yes, but they're also responding to what people want or need emotionally. And now tools like AI are starting to, well, predict and even dictate these trends.
Ah, AI. Here we go. Are we talking robots picking out colors for the spring collection? Because that's kind of terrifying.
Not robots exactly, but predictive algorithms. These tools analyze tons of data, social media, runway shows, shopping habits to forecast what might be popular, and it works. Big brands are already using AI to design collections or recommend colors that will resonate with their audience.
Okay, so this could mean fewer misses when it comes to trends, but doesn't that kind of take the soul out of design? Like no one's just experimenting or, I don't know, being creative anymore?
I get what you're saying. There's definitely a balance. Technology shouldn't replace intuition or creativity, but it's a tool. Like with digital design software, you can test endless color combos without wasting materials. It's less about replacing designers and more about giving them better data.
And saving their butts when trends shift faster than a TikTok dance, right?
Exactly. It's all about being nimble, responsive. Trends evolve so quickly now, and global tastes are more connected than ever. Staying ahead requires technology as much as creativity.
All right, well, for anyone listening, if you're trying to experiment with these colors and trends, you don't have to stress alone. Head over to contract-dtg.com, get a quote, and let the pros handle the printing. Seriously, save yourself the headache.
Couldn't have said it better, and that's the beauty of it. When you pair the right tools with thoughtful, strategic design, you can really bring any vision to life.
And on that note, we're wrapping things up. Great talking, and we'll catch you next time on Talkin' Shirt. Bye.
See you next time, and thanks for listening.